Hey guys! So today I want to talk to y'all about a really more personal thing. So this is kind of a more personal vlog than the ones I've done in the past. So what I want to talk about is when you need to get help for a mental illness or addiction or whatever. Now, I'm gonna come clean with you guys. I have been getting help since I was 18, so about 6.5 years now. You guys are probably like, oh, she's crazy, but that's all right, because I agree. Seriously, you guys, you know, you're not crazy if you have to go see a therapist or a med provider, or even if you're admitted into a psychiatric hospital. None of those things make you crazy. I'm not going to tell you my whole sob story because it's not my thing. But I'm just going to kind of give you guys kind of a little summary of why I started getting help when I did. As like a preteen, a little teeny bopper, I noticed that I had what others called irrational fears. I would just freak out about like small things, you know, and people would kind of make fun of me. My friends and family didn't really understand why I acted the way I did. I did a lot of theater, you know, as a young girl and up till high school, you know, so I think that people always kind of got the impression that I was just a little drama queen, you know, so that didn't really help. Although the things that I freaked out about seemed silly to them, I felt genuinely terrified. That explains my anxiety disorder. Around the time I was 16, I got really depressed, and I just kind of shut down, and I started putting on a lot of weight. And then when I was 17, I started a nasty habit of self-harming. When I was 18, I was just kind of at the breaking point, and that's when I decided to enroll for psychiatric services. I started seeing a therapist and a med provider. At the time I was 19, I had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and generalized anxiety. That's when I started getting help. So the thing about people is that you can't help somebody who doesn't want to be helped. Okay, I have a hair in my mouth. Okay, I think I got it. Yeah, I got it. Anyway, back to the thing. I'm a pretty stubborn person, so I would go to my sessions and I would take my meds most of the time. But I always had this thing where it's like talking about my problems with some random person is not going to help me with what I'm going through, and taking happy pills is not making me happy. I was expecting an immediate results, and I wasn't getting them. They can't cure you. Even meds won't make the pain stop. They help manage it though. And I just wasn't willing to accept that. Why would I waste my time with these people if I'm still in the really bad position I was in before? I think it was around the time I was 22, maybe 21. I was 21, that I decided to enroll myself in a peer support training class. And I noticed as I was in that training class, I learned more about mental illness and why people, you know, experience things and how to help them. And because of that, it helped me. And I remember at my peer support graduation when I gave a talk, I had finally said and admitted that I am now ready to accept the help that has been given to me for the past 3 years. Honestly, seeing a therapist or a med provider and being on psychiatric meds, it doesn't make you crazy, it doesn't make you weak. You can listen to the stigma around it, but really it's all how you feel about it in the end. I can honestly say that counseling and you know, being on certain medications has helped me a lot in my life. I've also had several counselors who, if you're not working well with a therapist or a med provider, you have the option to request someone else. You can request other people until you find somebody that's a good match, because why waste your time in a counseling appointment where you're not really making any progress? Guys, here's a more personal thing. Psychiatric hospitals. I am 24 now, and I have been hospitalized 3 times since I was 19 years old. I, at some point, was very not okay with telling people that. Now I'm saying it in a vlog that anyone can see. Like, when I was in those hospitals, I realized these people aren't crazy. It's not an asylum like you see in like horror films or the things that you hear about on the History Channel. It's a hospital for people that are struggling with mental illness or drug addiction. They're just normal people that are sad and lost and scared and just need a little bit more help. Don't be afraid to go forward and get help. It doesn't make you crazy. You don't have to tell anyone that you're getting help. There are people in my life that I really, really wish would just get the help that they need. But I know that I can't make them. And that hurts, you know, because I've gotten help and I've seen how I as a person have changed and progressed. I mean, I still got a long way to go, you guys. Like, I am nowhere near recovered or cured. There is no cure for mental illness, unfortunately. It's something that you will fight all of your life. Guys, recovery is possible. I've met a lot of people that have led better lives because they've sought help. You can even start by talking to a close friend or a family member about how you feel. You know, just get comfortable with talking about things that are bothering you, because a lot of the time we feel like we're freaking crazy when we feel and think the things we do. I have sat and sobbed and constantly repeated, I am going crazy. It was a little dramatic, but it happens. So you guys, you know, don't listen to the stigma. If you need help, please prepare to seek it, you know, because it really can be beneficial. When you are humbled enough to admit that you need help, that is you fighting. That is you not giving up. I've had lots of opportunities to give up, and I almost did a few times. I'm glad that I didn't. I'm glad that I'm still fighting, because there are, you know, people in my life that I've met, you know, since I was ready to give up. There are people in my life that I've met. There are things that have happened. And I've made friends because of recovery, you know. I've made friends that are on a similar path. And, you know, just that's a part of getting help, is surrounding yourself with people that are going to help you make the right choices and that are going to help you fight for a better life. So you guys, that is this vlog. I don't know if it was helpful, but I hope it was. It was just kind of me like repeating the same thing over and over again. But thank you guys for watching, and thank you to those of you that, you know, follow my vlogs and have sent me messages or comments, you know, letting me know that my vlogs have inspired you or helped you, because that really inspires and helps me to keep wanting to do these vlogs, to see if I could help some random person that just happens to need to hear the message that I'm trying to relay in my videos. Don't be afraid to talk about how you feel. You have no reason to be ashamed of how you're feeling. There are so many people out there that have felt the way that you have felt before, that have been in a similar situation and that have overcome it. If you need help, seek it. You can Google hotlines, you know, mental health hotlines or suicide hotlines or whatever. If someone you love, or just a random person that you happen to come across, or you need that immediate help, you could just Google those things and numbers will pop up all over. Remember how strong you are, and that you've got this. You can overcome it. Y'all are amazing. Always keep fighting. Bye.